moments after an epic 18-inning victory by the Los Angeles Dodgers to take a 2-1 World Series lead. We're on the field. Jake Peavy, Matt Vasgersian. Let me get this straight, Peavy. 368 days after Freddie Freeman hit the first ever walk-off grand slam in World Series history, he hits a walk-off homer in the bottom of the 18th inning tonight to give the Dodgers a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, look, if you give Freddie too many chances, which happened tonight.
Oh, everybody had too many chances.
That's right. But Freddie and Mookie and this Dodger team is so experienced, just a matter of time before they come through. The bullpen was outstanding on both sides, but the Dodgers really got a lot out of the last three guys, and Freddie Freeman once again delivers. This place was absolutely rocking for 18 innings, Matt.
18 innings. It's amazing how the crowd stayed as supportive and as attendant as it was. As you take a look at the Dodgers hitting box score, your eyes go right to Shohei Ohtani. Beef, he was on base 9 times tonight. Do I have that right? 9 times he was on base tonight. You know, everybody had opportunities, as you mentioned earlier. I can't get around the fact that the last time there was an 18-inning World Series game in World Series history, it was here, 2018, bottom of the 18th inning. And Max Muncy hit a walk-off homer against the Red Sox when Nate Eovaldi was such a beast out of the bullpen.
Right.
We're going to talk about Will Klein and what he did a little bit later on, but I mean, where do you start? We were analyzing this game in the first and second inning, getting thoughts together, and it turned into this marathon, this unbelievable game where between the 7th and the 18th, there wasn't any scoring.
Well, we see how difficult it can be to score it. In the regular season, we get spoiled seeing a guy at second base in games often get over.
Yeah.
When you put these type of pitchers out in a postseason game on the line, it reminds me of an 18-inning postseason game I played in Washington, D.C., where Yusmeiro Petit and Brandon Belt were the heroes. It's just all hands on deck. You're asking guys to do things. Klein, Sheehan, Enriquez all did more than they're asked to do. From the Ohtani part of things that you were talking about, him getting walked and numerous times putting the game-winning run on base is a no-no in baseball. They were doing this because of how good and how hot he was tonight. I can't even imagine this guy's got to go get his body ready, and he's starting tomorrow.
I mean, what happened tonight is, of course, impacting what's going to happen tomorrow. We're not even talking about 24 hours of rest and recuperation. And what the Blue Jays ended the game with in Game 3 as a lineup, without Barger, without Kirk, without their center fielder, George Springer, who we don't even know his status moving forward in the series, offense was going to be hard to come by for them.
Yeah, I think John Schneider will go back and look at some of the moves that I understand what he was doing in getting Straw and some of those guys trying to protect that one-run lead.
Right.
But once that got given up, you compromised a lot in your offensive capability. And when we saw that, just not really, I don't know, they had many threats in the 8-9 innings extra that we played.
Yeah, it was real flat, especially on the Blue Jays side, and you just had that feeling, Pete. You've played in games like this, as you mentioned, postseason games like this. It's not going to end until the home team hits a homer.
2 and down to their last out in Game 1. Cortez delivers. Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone! Gibby, meet Freddie. Game 1 of the World Series.
Freddie Freeman channeling his inner Kirk Gibson. A walk-off home run in Game 1 of the World Series. A walk-off grand slam. Winners 6-3. And if you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky. The Dodgers win Game number 1 for number 34.
Off in Game 3 this year.
Yeah.
This was an epic game.
Yeah, I know.
What was it like to be a part of it?
Oh my, it took a little long. This one took a little longer, but this game was incredible. Our bullpen was absolutely incredible, so thank you. Yeah, Will Klein, absolutely incredible.
So many heroes in this game. For you, when Kershaw came out of the bullpen in the 12th, bases loaded, what was that like?
That was awesome. His first pitch was 89, his slider. I was like, oh baby, we got old vintage Clayton back.
coming to the biggest spot like that, no better person you want on the mound than Clayton Kershaw.
You thought you had one hit out earlier in this game. Were you sure about the one you hit out here?
I was not sure, just because of the other couple. My swings were getting better and better as the game was going on, so I'm just glad I was able to get the opportunity again.
What were your emotions like circling the bases?
Oh my gosh, just pure excitement. When you grind and fight, and our bullpen and our pitching staff did what they did, to have that go 6 hours and 40 minutes or so, that's as good as it gets.
Freddie, thanks a lot. Now over to Tom Verducci.
Well, thanks, Ken. Shohei Ohtani, you have given baseball over the years a galaxy of great moments and great games. But this one, the first player in 119 years with 4 extra base hits in the World Series, on base 9 times. Where does this one rank for you among the most meaningful games of your career?
個人的な記録になりますけども、119年ぶりの記録というところで、個人的には今この成し遂げたのはどこにランクされてますか？
いや、もう勝ったのが全てかなと思うので、今日ね、こう自分のプレーっていうのは後からこう振り返ればいいのかなと思うので、今日はもう切り替えて明日の登板に向けたいなと思ってます。
What matters the most is we won, and what I accomplished today is it's in the context of this game, and what matters the most is we flip the page and play the next game.
The next game. I will remind you, you are the starting pitcher in the next game. We saw Dave Roberts, your manager, check on you in the 11th inning. How do you feel, and how will you feel tomorrow?
今日の試合の展開っていうところもあって、明日の状態、投げることに関してどう思いますか？
もう早く帰って寝て明日に備えたいです。
I want to go to sleep as soon as possible so I can get ready.
Rest well. Thank you so much, Shohei.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joe.
It was, and you know what? There were so many close moments for the Dodgers, a lot more than Toronto, and they finally got that ball to go over the wall that was so close a few times previous.
Because tonight's game ended in a walk-off, Capital One will donate an additional $10,000 to the Jackie Robinson Foundation as part of the Capital One walk-off program. It's the second time Freddie Freeman has done that in the World Series. And today, Capital One has donated more than $1 million to support its programs and initiatives. Just before the clock strikes midnight, the Dodgers take a 2-1 series lead with an 18-inning win in Game 3. Unreal. That's as good of a ball game that you're ever going to watch. On the championship stage, no less. Clayton Kershaw had his part. The Hall of Famer came out of the bullpen and kept it going. In the end, it was the same guy. So many heroes in the game, but the one that stands up in bold once again, Freddie Freeman. Strauss postgame show, KB and the guys, is coming up after the break.